There's one thing that I can't get over in this film, even though I got over the narration. Drove me crazy, but I got over it because it works for the story and me getting inside the head of an assassin, of a killer. So fine. But the one thing that bothers me is like, okay, so Michael Fassbender, his character, you know, gets his list of objectives. He screws up his first mission, so his boss is after him, and then he kills his boss, and then he kills the secretary before he gets the list of information. So he has his first target, and it's this cab driver who picked up these two assassins, Tilda Swinton and this other guy. And the cab driver was like, "Oh yeah, I picked up these people at the airport. I took them to this place. Didn't know what they were doing. Dude came back, his legs messed up. They were like, take us to the airport." He took him to the airport, and that was the end of that. And Michael Fassbender kills this kid, and I felt bad for the kill because I was like, "Why'd you kill him? He's innocent. He's an innocent kid. He's just like, I'm a driver, man. He probably has a family. Clearly, he's poor. He lives in a foreign country. He's driving a cab. You know, doesn't, I mean, he's probably poor. He's probably taking care of somebody. They don't really illustrate it, but he kills him. And he's not even a part of it. He's just like, he's not even the middleman. He's just a driver. So he kills this kid, and I'm like, all right, fine. But then when he finally reaches his objective, he reaches the final boss, the head honcho, the man who actually ordered the hit, he doesn't kill him. He doesn't kill him. The man's making his excuses like everyone else makes their excuses. And throughout the thing, he lives by the code of don't show any empathy. So I'm like, all right, he's going to let him say his piece about, oh, yeah, and he's mentioning his boss. He's like, no, there's someone higher up than me who said all these nasty things. And he's the one who wanted me to do it. We had to tie up all the loose ends. And this just happens to be a casualty. And so I'm like, all right, he's going to let him say his piece. And then he's going to shoot him in the head and kill him. And that's the end of it. You completed your objectives. But no, he lets the head honcho live. He lets his final target live, and he's like, "Yeah, don't let me come back here, or I'll poison your tea or some crap." And I'm like, "Bro, this makes no sense." It's like imagine if Tony Montana survived at the end of Scarface, and he knows who sent the hit on him. It's Sosa. Like in the video game, you go through all these objectives just to get to Sosa, the man who tried to kill you, and you finally reach Sosa, and you let Sosa beg for his life, and then Tony's like, "I forgive you," and he just leaves and lets Sosa live. And it's like, what are you doing? This man clearly has money, even though he was able to break into that building and get close to the guy, which is bullshit because realistically, like there are certain little nitpicks in here, like how he got into that guy's building is horseshit. Because with a high tech building like that, with that kind of security, the security guards would have fucking ambushed him before he wouldn't have been able to leave the freaking building. They would have busted him. Unless, they would have showed the moment where, the cliche, the guy happens to he's eating a sandwich and he gets mustard on his shirt and he happens not to be seeing the camera, whatever. But yeah, I call a bunch of BS on all that. Even I think David Fincher knows this. He's a little far fetched. You gotta let it go because even the head honcho boss says, "Oh yeah, so much for their Christmas bonus." But it's like this guy has all this money. He's able to hire these goons, and you let him go. He could send a whole hit squad to your house. He knows where you live now. He could send people over there to kill you. He could bomb your house. You're in a foreign country. He has money. He could do whatever he wants. So that's the one gripe I have with this is that he kills the kid for whatever reason, but he lets the head honcho, the guy who put the hit and the contract out on him, live. Maybe it's because, you set up a sequel or, and just making up your own conclusion, you can say, well, since Michael Fassbender, he killed his boss, now he has no employer. So he lets this main guy live who put the hit out on him because he needs a job. He's like, yo, if you need an assassin, you know where to find me. So I'll work for you now. Maybe that's it. I don't know. But yeah, that really bothered me. I didn't understand that at all.